Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk quickly introduction to the concept of the composite market profiles. Now when we talk about composites, what we're talking about is taking two or more profiles and then merging them together in order to get a better picture of areas of acceptance in value. So for example, this is a Euro US dollar 30-minute chart, and we can see this bottom area, for example, which we're going to look in more detail later. You can see how we have 6 days right here of action that were pretty much overlapping the value areas and the profiles, so we can create one large profile based on all of this in order to have a better understanding of the market auction going on and the areas of value acceptance, a composite point of control, and a value area high and low. Now there's two types of composite profiles we can have. We can either have periodic composites and we can have manual composite. We're going to focus on the manual in this video, but for a periodic, basically, this is in TradingView. We just go to the settings. It can be done in any platform that has this indicator available. I have daily profiles here, so each profile is 24 hours in the Forex market. But if I go and click weeks, then you can see now we have a composite where basically every profile represents 1 week of trading action. So basically each of these profiles is going to be a 5-day composite from Monday until Friday. You can also do monthlies, etc. Okay, but in this video we're going to focus on manual composites, which, as we're going to see, is going to let you, as the word says, manually make up profiles at areas that are key to your analysis. Okay, so here we are in Sierra chart. TradingView still doesn't have the option to be able to merge and unmerge profiles, so I'm going to do this in Sierra chart. But for example, this is the gold market, and we can see recently here where we came and gold made a new all-time high here. We had a very strong move up, and then we had a strong reaction down. These are futures charts. Each profile is 23 hours, so a whole trading day between extended hours and regular trading hours in the CME futures. And for example, we can see how we had the push up, came down, and then we spent this period right here in a sideways action. So let's create a composite of this 4 profiles right here. So what I would do is I just right click, merge with next profile, right click, merge with next, and then right click, merge with next. Okay, so here we have, or actually I'm not going to merge the last one because the last one is the one that we broke down from. So I'm just going to merge 3. So you can see how here, after this big move up and the reaction down, we were left with a large 3-day composite, value area high, value area low, point of control right here. That's the point where the most amount of time was spent as this price level, which in this case was at 2046. And you can see how on this day 4 we opened up pretty much exactly right in the middle of the balance of this composite, but then we had a very strong move and closed down here at the bottom, not just outside value area, but we also closed even beyond the extremes of the composite. Okay, so then this is a very strong clue that we are gonna have possibly a trend down starting. And then you can see how for the next 2 days we pushed a little bit lower, and now this composite, we can use it as a target area, because as we know, price tends to go from balance to imbalance, balance to imbalance. This is what market profile is very nice, is that if you zoom out, it helps you have sort of a big picture of how market participants are trying to move price from one area of value to the next. So then once we had the breakdown here, you can see we have this area right here that's right within this value area. So let me just merge this one as well. Okay, so now we have a big 4-day composite. And now right here, you can see market found the bottom. We had a very strong push up on the 3rd day. So now we have this 4-day composite, and we know that we went from balance to an imbalance state, back to balance, and now we're in imbalance back up. So now we're looking for previous areas of value, and you can see how we pushed up and pretty much we targeted right back into this mean areas of value from our composite. And even the next 2 days, we continued sort of just ranging within this overall area. Okay, so that's the great value of composites, is that it lets you see where market is finding acceptance or not, where we're getting balance created, or when we're having breakouts going on. Let's go into another example on the S&P 500. If I go into a daily chart, you can see how we had this very important swing high right here, and we're gonna see what happens when we came here. You can see we touched this area. Let me zoom in so you can see it easier. We came up into this swing high, rejected a little, but then market started just consolidating, building balance and value right underneath this swing, and then inevitably we broke out of this range that we were establishing. So we can dig in to the profiles, and here we have that example we looked over. So this orange line is the swing level we talked about. You can see how we came. We had that close on top, open, but then immediately we went back down into this general area of values that we had built. Then we came right back up again, and we had another close outside, which eventually led to an imbalanced state. So then right here, I can just start merging all these profiles and creating a big composite based on all this consolidation and accumulation that we had right underneath this important swing point. And you can see right here, we had this big composite with a value area right over here. And then we can see on this next day, we opened outside of our composite value. We pushed up, and then we closed beyond the swing level and right near the tops of the composite. Then the day after, I'm gonna divide this profile right here. So I split up this profile. I'll split it up into the regular TPO and then just the 30-minute periods. And you can see how we opened right here, came back down, testing right at the swing level right here. We migrated acceptance and value up, and then we had another close near a new high. Next day we opened right here, close at a new high. So then you can see how now market went from a pretty established area of balance to now a period of trending of imbalance where we have higher closes than the opens and we don't have really much overlap within the profiles. And then finally, you can see we did get a little bit of balance back again into these areas, okay? And then you can see, for example, in the Euro US dollar that we were looking at the beginning of the video, we had this imbalance down, then this area of consolidation, and then another imbalance back up. We made a low, a macro low, and then we changed and started trending up. So then we can see, okay, let's do a merging of this profiles, this 5 profiles that we had near the bottom. So for that, let's go into Sierra chart. And we're going to merge this one. So merge with next, merge next, merge next, merge next, and merge next. Okay? So now you can see down here at the bottom, I have a 5-day composite. We have our value area from the 5-day balance right here with the point of control here. Then you can see on the last day we closed right near the top. We opened here on day number 6, and then we had a strong reaction up, and now we close right near previous areas of balance here. And then you can see, similar to the S&P, now we start another trending movement, another open at the lows and close at the tops, going back into previous areas of balances here. So we can actually make a composite, let's say, of this profiles here near the top. In general, with the composites, you want to have at least a 50% overlap within the profiles, and especially the valley areas. So you can see how we balance here. We started value migration, looking for previous areas. We have this big swing high, and here you can see we have this composite 3-day valley area that we made at the swing high before we started imbalancing down. And you can see this market came up, and literally we just went straight to tap the composite valley area high right over here, and that created the resistance now that the market has been stuck in. Okay, so, and just to finish off, one similar thing we can do with composites is when you have volume profiles, pretty much if you use a fixed range volume profile tool, you can generate a similar concept to a composite. But as we know with volume profile, we are tracking volume versus price as opposed to time versus price. So if I put a 5-day profile here, you can see we have a fixed range volume profile from here to here. 5 trading days are in here. So this composite, or this this fixed range volume profile is basically going to be very similar to the 5-day composite from the market profile. The value area, high, lows, and point of control might deviate a little bit, but you can see that structurally, if I move this over here like this and bring up Sierra, you can see how these two overall are pretty similar side by side. So we have their 5-day market profile composite, 5-day fixed range volume profile. Okay, and that's why a lot of times these two go hand in hand when we are trading, and that's pretty much the concept in general, an introduction to the composite market profiles. Hope this video has been useful. I am working on a new trading course purely based on market profile strategies. So I'll be working on that for the next few months, and I will let you all know when that is ready to come out. Okay, thank you so much. See you again in the next video.